Welcome back to the Open Gym. Appreciate everybody pulling up. It's an early start for us, but hey, we here. My fault. Had to get everything together. The game wasn't really loading for us, but we good. We here. We live. We all together. Hopefully everybody Monday is going good. I know everybody probably cold, but hopefully everybody good. We chilling over here. But welcome in, welcome in. So Atlanta is taking on the Indiana Pacers, which nothing's easy in the NBA. I want to let that be known. I want to make that be a precursor before the game start. Anything is possible. So Atlanta's taking on the Indiana Pacers as the Pacers come in. They are 11 and 35, so they are holding one of the league's least competitive records, to say the least. So hopefully Atlanta can take care of business tonight, or I guess today. So good afternoon, everybody. It's kind of a rare occasion. The MLK Day game was this early, but we all know how that one went. Yo, KB was happening. Appreciate you tapping in, man. SSP43. What's happening? Appreciate you tapping in, brother. So hopefully the Hawks, like I said, can get a dub. Make sure this screen is right. Let me know if it's lagging or anything, y'all. I know the stream's probably lagging. My Wi-Fi kind of fighting for its life right now. And my computer. I need to upgrade that soon. So Atlanta, hey, we got some positive news. Ricochet is day to day, as Ricochet might come back this coming week. So we'll stay posted on that. Porzingis did get upgraded to he's like week to week, so he's on the verge of coming back. I would say no need to rush KP back. Honestly, Koloko seems to be a good addition for Atlanta. So we'll see. I know he's signed in 10-day. I know G-Way. Unfortunately, I'm not showing the game, man. That is a quick way to get copyright infringements. So unfortunately, I'm not streaming the game RP playback because that was like the only platform you could watch the game along with the stream. So RP playback. Let the NBA know we need it back, man. That's just my way of trying to get it back. Everybody should try to let the NBA know we need something to we need something, man. So I appreciate you tapping in. This is just a watch along here as Atlanta gets the tip and Jalen hands it off to Nikhil. So starting for Atlanta is gonna be Dyson, Nikhil, Jalen, Nathan. I can't show the game, brother. That's an instant copyright restriction. Okay. Swing. Can't get it to go. So Nathan, you need the Hawks. You bet 500. All right, man. I appreciate you betting on the Hawks as Jalen gets that steal. I think he's heard everybody, all the noise. Corey Kispert, all the way down the lane, gets the first bucket of the game and first two for Atlanta. So Corey Kispert's on the board for the Hawks off a steal as Jarris Walker lines up the triple and Atlanta cannot get the rebound. So Indiana comes away with the bucket off that offensive board. So Atlanta has to. Nathan, I think the Hawks can win for sure. Like I said, anything's possible in the NBA. But Indiana not that competitive as Jalen misses that three. It's a very unusual game as the game got shifted to 1 o'clock. Atlanta's been kind of dealing with weather, but it wasn't really that bad, honestly. So they switched the games. Okay, bucket. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Appreciate or follow over there on Twitch. I appreciate that. Rabat. Excuse me if I'm mispronouncing that, but welcome to the Open Gym. Appreciate you pulling up. Hopefully Atlanta can get us a dub, but they are kind of slacking on defense right now. Defense is, I mean, it's just a minute and a half has gone by, so there you go, Dyson. So Dyson's attacking very aggressively early on. It seems like so he gets that first one to go. That's great help defense, but Pacers somehow come away with that board. And Naismith connects for three, 7 of 4. So Atlanta's down by 3 early on, but nothing really to worry about. But Indiana does seem a little more competitive than the last matchup with Atlanta. Siakam was their only option that last game, and Atlanta did take care of business that matchup. So Nathan, I do think Atlanta can take care of business as Corey Kispert knocks down that midi. He's feeling comfortable this game, but yeah, Naismith seems like he's dialed in early on back-to-back triples for Naismith, as it's 10-6 now, and Indiana takes care of that. They get a turnover and turn it into a bucket. So Atlanta has to sharpen up. They need to sharpen up quickly. Okay, let's go. Okay. So Jalen finds Nikhil as Keel knocks down that triple. And Corey Kispert picks up a foul, unfortunately. So Atlanta is trailing by 3. So Indiana definitely is a little more equipped this matchup against Atlanta, as they have Naismith and Nimhard back. They did not have those two guys the last game Atlanta played Indiana. So we'll see how it goes for the Hawks, as Corey Kispert is leading the way with 4 points for the guys. Nikhil's right behind him with 3. So still early. See how it goes. Our old pal Lloyd Pierce is on the bench. He's an assistant coach for the Indiana Pacers alongside the head coach Rick Carlisle. So we got some we got some company, I guess. As Siakam knocks down both of those free throws, it's 14-9. So State Farm is empty as hell. As Onyeka, that hit every part of the rim before it went out. So another empty possession for the Hawks. Let's see if they can get a stop though. Um, that's really the only thing that can make up for empty possession, is just getting a stop on the other end, and they failed to do that as Siakam just rises up right over Dyson. It's a good defense, but there we go. Jalen knocks down the triple, so it's not going to be that cold of a start. So Jalen's triple is good. See what kind of game Jalen has. He's been having a good run. Nikhil guarding Siakam, giving him trouble. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. There we go, Keel. There we go, Keel. There we go, Keel. Yeah, Keel is on him, bro. Oh, yeah, he did hit him in the face. So it's nice to have Nikhil and Dyson out there, man. I can't lie to you. That's why it's gonna be interesting, man. Zach coming back, I think it's gonna change the way Atlanta plays a little bit. I think they're gonna have a little more freedom on offense, um, or I guess a little more security on offense. I think Zach is gonna flourish. Honestly, he had 25 in that Pelicans game. I know it's the Pelicans as well, but I think Zach can kind of have a mini leap the rest of the year. The kills 3, no good. So Atlanta's getting good looks. They're just not falling. So we all know how that last early game for Atlanta went. The MLK game was a heartbreaker. So great stuff. Good defense by Kispert to kind of cut off that drive by Siakam. Oh, Corey Kispert, that was a good drive on the other end too, but it just rolls in and out. So like I said, Atlanta just getting good looks, not just fall. They are not falling for Atlanta. So Atlanta has been a little careless with the ball here early on, as they have about 3 turnovers, I think, or 4 turnovers. Excuse me. Let's see. No, they have 3 turnovers. Excuse me, or 2. I'm tripping, big tripping. So both of those turnovers have led to points. So You take those two away, it's just down by 3. So Atlanta has to sharpen up. That's one thing, man. I think Atlanta kind of suffers from playing down to their opponent. Um, it's kind of the unfortunate thing. When a team comes in that's not so good, Atlanta kind of feels like they kind of ease up a little bit, which is unfortunate because you want to see Atlanta dominate teams that are not as competitive. I understand you're not going to, come out and dominate all 82, but if Atlanta did the little things, I think they would be able to make life a whole lot easier. Obviously, one, taking care of the basketball, and then two, just playing their game. Making sure their defense is either getting a stop, getting a rebound, whatever it takes to not let the Pacers get into a rhythm. Because once the Pacers start flowing, it might be wraps. Like I said, they're a little more competitive this matchup. They got Naismith and Nimhard, so it's gonna look interesting. So hopefully Atlanta. They do start slow though. I will say that Atlanta does start slow. They are notorious for that this season. Really, the past couple years, they've always had slow starts to the first quarter. There's always a quarter, sometimes multiple ones. And we all know how those multiple slow quarters go for the Hawks. Not so good. So when Atlanta goes cold on offense, their defense is not equipped to stay in the game. So we'll see. Atlanta's down by 7 here. We are coming back from an early timeout by Atlanta. They need to get it together here in this first quarter. But in other news, Atlanta is 3 games out of the Southeast Division lead. So that's something to keep in mind, as they do have enough games to flip into a positive record wise before All Star break. So we'll see how things go. They have they have the shit. Excuse me. The next couple matchups are pretty tough for Atlanta. They have Houston Boston, then Houston. So it's gonna be interesting to see how things go. I could definitely see Atlanta dropping this game and then beating Houston and Boston, as Dyson finds Jalen on the excellently drawn up play. So great stuff on both ends. Quinn drawing that play up and the players executing that. That was great stuff. All right, man. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. All right. Ooh, come on, Dyson. Let them know. Let them know. Let them know. Oh shit! I think that might be Dyson's first poster, bro. Oh my god, bro. The Thunder from Down Under. Put him on the Bobby, mate. Put him on the Bobby, mate. Oh man, he caught a body. He caught a body. He caught a body. Oh my god. Oh man, I don't even care about that Matherin 3. That was tough, bro. I think that might be Dyson's first like body for real. God damn, that boy put him on the poster. Hey, CJ. Hey man, Dyson. What is Dyson on, bro? Nash, ATL. What's he on, bro? What's he on, bro? What's Dyson on, bro? Oh my God, what is he on, bro? I don't even care about this little Pacers run right here. It's back-to-back triples for the Pacers, but man, Dyson, that's a spark of energy Atlanta needs, bro. Oh man, just a little too high. So Christian Coloco and Jalen are still trying to find that little rhythm, that lob. It's a little too high for Coloco. Nimhard. Yep. There we go. So Atlanta forces a turnover. So Coloco played really good defense there on Ryan Nimhard, attacking the paint and forced a pass out, and that equals an Atlanta turnover. or Pacer turnover, excuse me. Jalen rising up on the midi. Can't connect from the elbow though. But man, that Dyson dunk though. So Atlanta's still down by 7 after back-to-back triples from the Pacers and then empty possessions from both teams. So on the floor, dog. Oh my God, Dyson, what are you on, bro? The Thunder from down under, bro. That's funny as hell. I just want to say, I said it first. I seen the Atlanta um, Hawks account just said the Thunder from down under on week. Are they stream sniping y'all? We got the Hawks in the chat. So CJ operating the offense, he finds Dyson. Good take by Jalen, just can't get it to go. So Atlanta is down by 9 points here. Out of bounds. Let's go. So another turnover as Atlanta's defense is putting pressure on Indiana now. So Indiana now is leading the turnover battle 4-3. So Atlanta's done a good job. They've only turned it over once since I said they need to not turn the ball over. The dog is not supposed to be in the kitchen, boy. CJ for three. 3J McCollum. And Mitty answered back, unfortunately, as McConnell. Dyson attacking aggressively as it's 22-28 as Atlanta's leading. Excuse me, Atlanta is trailing by 6. As that Mitty from Matherin is a bucket. So down by 8. It's 30-22. Good quarter for Indiana here as Atlanta's defense has not quite picked up. But 3J McCollum. 3J McCollum cuts it to a 5-point game. It's 25-30. Indiana's going to take their timeout for the first quarter. As Rick Carlisle says, hey, bro, why is CJ wide open? 3J McCollum coming through for Atlanta. He has 8 points. He is 3 of 3 from the field. As he has 2 threes in the midi. He's a good floater, too. But, brother, Dyson Daniels put him on a poster, dog. We're going to watch that. We're going to watch that at halftime. God damn. But Dyson, though, bro. Hey, man. Say, man. I just slid up on a back street. Crazy work, dog. Crazy work. What a dunk, man. What a dunk. So, all right, let's do a little box score watching while we are on a break. And then let's throw in some subs. First subs for Atlanta were Christian Coloco, CJ, and Luke Kennard. So those three are now currently in. Um, Christian Coloco, he's played good defense so far, but CJ, he's coming through big time off the bench, 8 points. Onyeka, still it's been a quiet start for Onyeka, 0 points, which kind of is a little odd. He's been having a good run, but it's good to have Onyeka get breaks every now and then with the addition of Christian Coloco. So glad Atlanta has utilized Christian Coloco, to say the least. I was kind of worried, not worried, but I was interested to see how Quinn Snyder was going to, if he was going to use Christian Coloco, and it seems like Coloco has made an impact enough to find a role in the rotation as Atlanta waits for Chris Stapps to get back. Which, if y'all just tapping in, Chris Stapps news. Excuse the laggy stream, y'all. But Chris Stapps news. he'll be reevaluated in a week. And Ricochet is now day to day, as he'll probably be back some point this week. Yeah, man, that dunk was nasty, Dyson. That Dyson slam was insane. We're gonna catch that at halftime when we get a little more time to look at it. But Dyson's playing good, man. 6 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. My fault. I don't mean to be yeah, he feeling good, man. I think that might be the the only time I seen him smile on the bench. That is funny as hell. Yeah, man. That jump was filthy. CJ collects it. Oh yeah, CJ, show off now. Show off now. Nakia driving, but he draws a foul. He misses the layup attempt, but gets a foul as Moge enters the game for Jalen, and Onyeka is back in for Christian Coloco. Um, Dyson takes a breather as well as Jalen is getting his knee wrapped. Might be something to pay attention to as Nikhil knocks down the first free throw. Excuse me, my stream up here is a little delayed on from what the ESPN tracker is, so I know I'm a little behind that. So knockdown. I had to wait for that. Atlanta's free throw shooting hasn't been that great. Oh shit, that's his calf, bro. Jalen got his calf wrapped. Oh man, oof. I don't know about that one, Chief. So it's 27-30. Atlanta has cut it to 3. As Matherin knocks down that triple, as he remains on the heater, he has 2 threes, 10 points, and on Yeka, excellent slip. I feel yeah, Nikhil. Hey, Nikhil finds the slip, and on Yeka finish it off. Rick Carlisle. Bro, I think Carlisle got earplugs in, bro. That's kind of crazy. That's the first time I've ever seen that. So another time out here for Indiana as Rick Carlisle is not too happy with his team. So most 3-point field goals made this season. Nikhil Alexander is sitting at 6th. He has 138 coming into the game. So we'll see where Nikhil can land after tonight. So Nikhil's been a really, really, really big addition for Atlanta. Ghost skills, no problem, man. I appreciate you tapping in. I greatly appreciate you tapping in over here on YouTube in the open gym. Um, Everybody who wants to even just casually check in on the Hawks, I appreciate it. Or the Pacers, whichever one. I appreciate you tapping in here. As Atlanta's trailing by 5 points here early on. There's 2:23 left in the first quarter. We'll see how the rest of the game goes. But I really think Atlanta can take care of business tonight. I really do. Um, but anything is possible in the NBA. You can't really. I don't know. You some games you can be like, yeah, it should be an easy dub. But as bad as Indiana record is, I think they are a competitive team, a somewhat prideful team, I should say. They are missing their star, and they're kind of suffering from that. They built their team around that. As Nikhil thought somebody was over there in the corner, and nobody was over there. So it's 29-33 as Atlanta has tied Indiana with turnovers, but T.J. McConnell, nobody touched him driving through the lane. CJ's drive is cut off, finds Moge, and hands it right back to CJ. CJ don't really like this lineup out there for Atlanta at the moment. As Nikhil for 3. He looks to be the only, him and CJ look to be the only like initiators. I know Luke Kennard can kind of somewhat play make, but you don't want to really rely on that. So Luke Kennard's defense prevails right there. So it's 32-35. Deflection out of bounds. It's going to be Indiana ball on the side. Side out for Indiana as they get it into McConnell. CJ McCollum is guarding that in that split. Luke Kennard, hey man, I could be selling him. Nash, we right, man. Nash to ATL, you All right, man. We cook it right now. Yeah, it might have fouled him, but I don't care. That probably should be Indiana ball, but it is Atlanta basketball, and Onyeka is operating right above the break. Hand off with CJ. CJ finds Nikhil. Nikhil going to work against Matherin. Spin, step back. Ooh, can't get it to roll in, but that was a good shot. The Chattanooga hoop legend, Nikhil Alexander Walker. Pascal Walker, Pascal Walker. Pascal Siakam knocks down that triple for Indiana. As Atlanta is now trailing by 6. It's back to 6. There we go. Nikhil finds Onyeka, and Onyeka buries that little runner. And now Onyeka's on the board with 4 points, 2 of 3 from the field. So Onyeka takes his shot at guarding Pascal, and that results in a missed 3. So Atlanta's trailing by 4. It's 34-38. Nikhil operating finds Kennard. Kennard midi finds Onyeka. Long rebound. Unfortunately, Mo can't get that, and it's Indiana ball on the break. McConnell pulls it out, and it's gonna be 15 seconds on the game clock to shoot the rock. So Atlanta's shooting at 58% from the field, but they're still trailing by 4. So hopefully Atlanta can turn that around. It's really been the 3 that's been shooting Atlanta in the foot. So a good quarter for both of these teams. Both of these teams are really like high potent offenses. So definitely don't expect a whole lot of defense to be played, or lockdown defense to be played. Um, Yeah, man. These teams have ran it up against each other these last couple of years. I believe they had a 300-point game, like last year or the year before that, if I'm not mistaken. Um, it was like 150 to 152 or something. It's something crazy. Every game is close to. It seems to be competitive. Damn. Hopefully Luke Kennard is all right. Kind of ran into the crowd right there, trying to stop himself. Kind of hit his wrist. So hopefully he's all right there. Um, so damn. Hopefully Luke's all right. There you go. Dyson gets a steal. The launch is no good, but hey, Dyson checked in right there right before the quarter ended, and he gets a steal easily. So the Great Barrier Thief has himself a quarter, boy. Oh my gracious. So quarter ends kind of, pretty positively for Atlanta. It probably could have been a whole lot worse, but oh man, buddy got yammed on, bruh. Man, Dyson. Ooh. Dyson, yeah, put him in the dirt. So as the first quarter ends for Atlanta, it's been all right. Um, Dyson having a good game, 3 of 3 with that highlight, man. Let's see if we can pull that up real quick. I'm gonna get that Dyson poster pulled up real quick. Hey man, my Wi-Fi fighting for its life though. Just know that. But man, what a first quarter! It's definitely gonna be a high scoring game. If you pick the over, if you are a gambler, if you pick the over, you're probably gonna hit on this one unless it was something crazy. But I doubt that. Okay, so the Rising Stars is announced tonight at 6:30. So we'll see if any Hawks get selected for that. Ricochet or Newell can be selected. So we'll see how that goes. So my fault, my stream's a little laggy. I'm trying to pull up that Dyson dunk real quick. All right, we're gonna do that later. Yeah, but it'll be interesting to see if Ricochet is selected for the Rising Star. He's coming back right in time, so we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, you know my bias. I definitely think it would be beneficial for him to be their number one pick. I think he should get the nod for sure. But there we go, Moge, impactful defense right there. Indiana thought they had a little seal off, but Moge said hell nah. As Onyeka bullies them, but Indiana right there to protect the rim, and that results in a layup for Atlanta. So I'm not quite liking this lineup coming into the second quarter. So hold on, y'all. Let me get this out of here. I can't be running too much. I gotta let that Dyson highlight wait for a minute. So excuse my drop frames here. Dyson for three. Oh, okay, man, he feeling it. You know he feeling it. He rose up for three pretty easily there. That's good though. You want to see him shoot confidently. I think that's what's gonna change his game. He just needs to have a little bit of confidence. As Daniels drive gets swatted, but Rivals Gaming, appreciate you tapping in, but I don't know what you ellipsing about. So Luke Kennard can't get that shot off in time. That's a shot clock violation for Atlanta. So another turnover for the Hawks. They got to stay on top of it, man. Second quarter, definitely is a chance to jump out on the lead. So Nimhard back out there for Indiana as well as Siakam. She gets it up over Mo, but can't get it to go. But Indiana somehow finds a way to get that board. So Nimhard gets the bucket. He was trying to get the foul too, but can't get it to go. Moge drives. He finds Onyeka on the wing. Onyeka finds Krejci in the corner. Krejci cannot knock it down though. It's 34-42. So hopefully V can get it going. He hasn't been playing all too well because V's a shooter, and when he's not shooting, it kind of takes away from a lot of his game. He has found his way back to the bench. He was starting in place of Ricochet when Ricochet first went down, but kind of ceased to exist once CJ and Corey Kispert kind of got somewhat integrated into the lineup. So an easy back cut for Furphy. So Atlanta has to play a little better defense here as there we go. As Kennard is going to the line. Good job attacking, drawing a foul here. That's something Atlanta has to do better at. Getting to the line. Sometimes they don't get the call. I will say that. Sometimes games are a little favoring the other team, officiating wise. They get a little more physicality. So Atlanta just needs to take advantage of when their offensive isn't getting shots to go, two, threes, whatever layups, whatever it is. They need to try to draw contact and get to the line for easy ones. So I appreciate everybody tapping in here, whether you're on Twitch, YouTube, X, X. No, I'm not calling it X, but it's Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. Appreciate everybody. So Indiana saves it from the backcourt, and of course, okay, but no magnet ball for Indiana because if it was a magnet ball, that shot would have gone in. So good stuff from Atlanta to cut off Indiana, force them into a bad shot, and a three on the other end from Big O as he is rolling. As Onyeka knocks down that triple, and I just want to let y'all know, Big O is the Atlanta Hawks franchise leader in 3-point shot or 3-pointers made for a center. So he passes Big Al for his spot in the records books. So Onyeka is now the leader. He had 93 point shots made coming into the game. So, hey, Carnell Simmons got the Hawks. Hey, I appreciate it. Another Hawks supporter. I don't know if you're a Hawks fan, but I definitely got the Hawks too. I definitely got them too. So they're gonna have to dig themselves out of a little hole. They're down by 5. They haven't led since maybe ever. I'm lying to you. They did have a 2 point lead, but that was early on in the game. That was when it was 2-0. So it is now 39-44, 8:54 to go. Hey man, I appreciate that, man. You kind of instilling faith in me to still have faith. Because Indiana, although their record isn't competitive, they are a good team. Um, in the sense of they play hard, they show up, so they're coached well. Although Boston, man, Boston is going crazy, bro. They're kind of suffering from the same thing the Pacers are, but they might just be they might be built a little better. So I wasn't expecting Boston to be this good, to be honest. I was expecting them to be like maybe 6 seed, maybe 7 seed, since Tatum wasn't gonna be there. But boy, hey man, they taking advantage. But back to Atlanta. Uh, I'm interested to see what this little stretch of games is going to look like. Speaking of Boston, Atlanta will play Boston in their next matchup. It's going to be the first game of a back to back, which is unfortunate. I think they play in Atlanta and then they travel to Houston. So it'll be a little quick turnaround after that game. Um, but and then we have the Pacers again. I don't know if they play in Indiana or Atlanta, but have the Pacers twice this week, and then two a little tougher opponents. So Yeka, most 3 point field goals made among centers this season. He is sitting at third. Onyeka is averaging two threes a game. So Carnell Simmons lets us know he a Warrior fan. There ain't nothing wrong with that. My condolences, man. Y'all got Jimmy Butler and then lost him this year. That's sad, man. I hate to see that. So unfortunate. Hopefully y'all can get the Kaminga stuff figured out too, so y'all can kind of. Hey, I will say, it's kind of random, but I am a strong advocate of sending Giannis to the Golden State Warriors. So I've been pushing that agenda for you, brother. As Koloko gets a swat, great stuff, and Indiana tries to save it, but they are out of bounds. So great stuff from Koloko. That's why he's in the game. I really hope they sign him to at least 1 or 2 years. Koloko going loco. Let go. 44-41 as Indiana gets that midi to go. As McConnell, he jumped high as hell. Yeah, I feel you. That's how they come out against a lot of opponents that aren't as aggressive. But Christian Koloko looks like he's alive, man. So we'll see how it goes. Gossip is medicine. We'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes. So Atlanta's trailing by 3 now. They are on a 9-2 run in the last minute and some change. McConnell's midi not consistent. He misses that. So we'll see how it goes, man. Dyson cuts, finds Jalen for 3. Let's go, bro. Come on, bro. Talk to me. I gotta fix my chair, man. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on, okay. Hold on, bro. All right, man. We back in action. All right. So Atlanta 12-2 running the last 2 minutes and some change now. So Matherin drives. We'll see how this results. Swing, swing for Indiana, and that should be on the floor. Yeah, at least it's gonna be on the floor. So Atlanta has come back. They have tied the game for the first time since probably the early in the first quarter. So Christian Coloco's block was that Jarris Walker, and then Jalen 2 man game with Christian Coloco. Little slip pass finds Coloco for that yammer time. Great stuff, man. Atlanta's rolling. It's really good to see Atlanta. They needed a backup center, bro. They needed a backup center. They were in a desperate spot, as they were letting games fall just honestly because of that. So Indiana, not quite a turnover, but they are thrown out of rhythm as that doesn't quite matter. But Mr. Dunk, there we go. Koloko, another block. And CJ McCollum bringing it up. All right, CJ, come on, bro. Get it out your hands, bro. Come on, bro. There we go. Jalen's operating. He finds Nikhil wide open in the corner. It's off. Great find, great shot. It just can't fall for Nikhil. Nikhil probably had a little time to readjust, line himself up for that. As swing for Indiana leads to a Matherin drive, and that's gonna be an and one opportunity. We ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about that, Matherin. You gonna get dunked on. Watch this. So Corey Kispert late on the rotation, unfortunately, and that just leads to Koloko being the lone man down there. But Koloko tried to play some good D. He went straight up, but they still called a foul. So Indiana has a couple subs coming in as Jarris Walker is coming in. Excuse me, Pascal's coming in for Jarris Walker. Excuse me. So Indiana has a 2 point lead, 48-46. Hey, got 50 Cent. And keep it rolling, man. I hope gossip is medicine. Keep that income coming in. CJ's floater short. CJ got to read the room, man. Siakam on the break. Good stuff by Atlanta to somewhat get back. Crisper on McConnell. That's a great move. But kind of expected. Corey Kispert isn't that lockdown defender. And now TJ McConnell gets a turnover off a somewhat lazy pass. And that's going to be a foul on Corey Kispert. So, hey, every time I say I'm not a big fan of the lineups, they somehow impress me. But Corey Kispert and CJ McCollum at the same time, not a big fan. Not a big fan. There's two liabilities out there at the same time. I don't know what Quinn is doing. Um, oh man, I cannot wait for Reese Shea to get back. Even though, bro, like I say that, but I don't know how Quinn is gonna execute Reese Shea when he gets back. I understand Reese Shea's probably gonna be on a minutes restriction of some sort when he gets back, so I don't expect him to get a lot of PT honestly. But Ahmad, I appreciate the faith, and Indiana gonna take that L. Hopefully, you are correct, as we are. We kind of need that. So Jalen operating finds Koloko. Koloko good screen for Nikhil as Jalen picks up the triple. I mean the assist for a Nikhil triple as Nikhil has 11 points early on. It's 3 of 5 from three. So Matherin is cutting easy bucket for him. It's 59-54, 49-54, excuse me. So unfortunately, Kisper's layup cannot go for the Hawks. You say easy money on Pacers, man. Hawks might let you down though, unfortunately. So now the lead up to 7. I know, man. Ahmad, I really wish I could. I wish I could stream, but that's like instant. It's like instant copyrights right there. So RP playback, like I said, man, they were a platform where you could watch the game along with the stream. So unfortunate stuff, but maybe one day we'll get a platform bigger and better. Hopefully by the same people, but you know. But timeout for the Hawks defense is kind of looking like Swiss cheese at the moment. Oh, you say you bet on the Hawks. Hey, all right, man. Hey, y'all, I got some bold people in the chat. They play some large bets on Atlanta. I hate to inform you, Atlanta might let you down. So hopefully Atlanta won't let y'all down, and they won't let me down, and they'll get a dub. Well, I mean, it's not quite just the advertisements. The NBA as a product is copyrighted. So like NBA games, like I can't stream like the content of NBA games. You can work around it. Not streaming live games. There's I don't believe there's any way to stream live games. If I'm mistaken, you can link me. But I think that like the NBA is considered content, like the game itself. So without in the NBA's written consent, you can't do it, man. I wish. But yeah, if there's a way, let me know. I'd like to see how it's done, so I could let it be done. But I appreciate everybody tapped in here. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. I appreciate everybody. It's kind of an oddly timed game. Atlanta had to move up because the weather out here was, I guess, kind of questionable. Um, I don't know how it was in downtown Atlanta, but it really wasn't bad where I'm at. So, like the broadcast mentions, Richie's day to day after tonight. Hey, Ahmad, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you tapping in. I'm trying to catch Atlanta's all 82. So we'll try to be here for all 82. But I appreciate you tapping in for the first one. Not the first one, but yeah, you know what I mean. Coloco, offensive interference. Great defense by Christian Coloco so far. 4 blocks, and I believe maybe 3 of them are from Coloco. As Naismith thought he had an easy dunk, and Coloco said nah. So Jalen operating the offense finds Corey on the wing. Corey finds Nikhil. Nikhil lines it up. Three no good. Corey Kispert right there for the kick out. Jalen's three no good, but Corey Kispert can't get that to go. So Atlanta's finding themselves with another cold spell on offense. So hopefully their defense can get them something easy. As the Pacers now find themselves on a 10-3 run, as CJ McCollum gets caught on that first pump fake, and that's gonna go to the line. So Pacers going to the line. Hey man, say man, let's put a yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you. As Onyeka's checking back in the game, Dyson's looking to check back in. So one of the two, Kispert or McCollum is getting subbed out. Hopefully, Nikhil is able to stay on the floor for Atlanta. So Naismith knocks can't knock down the first one. Is going to the line for the second one. Atlanta is trailing here by 7. They've tied it, but I gotta get me a water real quick. So next time out, I might do that. So Neesmith knocks down that second one. So Atlanta's trailing. Swing on Yeka finds the open three, but a little short. There we go. And Yeka gathers it after that CJ save. Now Jalen's turn. So Pacers defense is excuse me. Pacers defense playing hey man, Ahmad. Who you got, the Pacers? I'd be sick, man. I can't cheer for that. But 49-57, Atlanta's gone cold. They have dropped from 58% from the field in that first quarter to 47. Oh man, that's on you, brother. How much faith do you have in either of these teams to hold on to a lead or to finish a game out or to come back, I should say. So another empty possession for Atlanta. I don't know, man. Pacers are. I don't know. I don't know, man. With that one, I would cash out. To be honest, I would say if it was Atlanta, if you had Atlanta, I would hold on because I think they can come back. They're just hitting a cold streak right now. If you hold on to it, I can't cheer for the Pacers, But if the Pacers do win, I can say at least you got your money. But I'll never switch allegiance, brother. Hey, yeah, smart man. Because Atlanta gonna come back, man. They're just having a bad game right now at this moment, and they need to get it together. So yeah, Atlanta just it's not going right. It's going extremely left right now. CJ knocks down that triple to kind of stop the bleeding for Atlanta, as Atlanta's now trailing by 8. So Ahmad, I have faith in Atlanta to kind of come back and get their head out their own ass. So they're just looking really, really, really out of character right now. So Indiana looks to have been running with pace, and that looks to be affecting Atlanta as CJ back to back triples is saving the Hawks right now. So it is back to a 7 point game. So 3J McCollum in full effect. There we go. And he gets a steal. Tees it up for three. For three. That's a big time bucket. That's a big time steal and a big time bucket as CJ McCollum, um, also known as 3J McCollum, gets the steal and the triple to cut the Indiana lead to 4 points. So great stuff by CJ. I know. I mean, I haven't been necessarily hard on CJ. It hasn't been really anything personal. He's just getting adjusted to the rhythm of his new team, like where to be, who to be for his guys. So I know some of the Hawks fans have been pretty brutal on CJ. So it's good to see CJ come out and have a great start. I can't lie. 6 of 7 from the field, 17 points. He has 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Defense obviously isn't gonna be that great, but games like this are kind of what make up for it. So CJ um, making things a little easier for Atlanta's comeback effort as he kind of put the team on his back. He has 17 points for the Hawks, which is great. Atlanta needs it. Offense is cold. This is definitely where, excuse me, this is definitely where he needs to step up. Definitely, you just got to read the room. So I believe this is Atlanta's 39th game with 10 or more threes already. So great stuff as CJ daps up DC. So Ma, you might, yeah, I don't want to call it too early because it's still a minute and a half and only the second quarter. So, but you might have made the right decision, my boy. You might have made the right decision. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So 58-62. Atlanta just needs to stop, man. That's one at a time, man. One at a time. As Pascal just a little flopper out there. There we go. That's who we want to shoot. Is Neesmith takes the corner three, cannot connect. So Atlanta's on the scoring end of the run, 9-2. CJ step back, it's just short. CJ probably just should have pulled up for that midi. So Neesmith has a better shot just driving, so he knocks that down. I'm from Georgia, man. Well, I'm from Tennessee, but I'm living in Georgia right now. It's Jalen, no foul, but he gets the bucket easily. Um, so yeah, Tennessee to Georgia connection. So Atlanta keeps it at 4 with that bucket from whoever scored that bucket. I forgot who scored it. So Nikhil gathers the miss from Indiana. Atlanta's defense forces Indiana to kind of settle there. So game clock, shot clock, um, really separated by tenths of seconds. So Atlanta should get the last shot here. CJ get going to work and he gets held. So foul on the floor. I hate how the FanDuel stream is a little behind the actual game, and the Hawks app sends out notifications of the score updates. So I already know I have time for the end. So well, that kind of could have told me. So Jalen's heave at the end does. Nah, bro, relax. They called him CJ McCorvin. Nah, bro. Whoever running the social media team, relax, dog. Relax. I gotta show that Dyson dunk, bro. So we got halftime. Halftime is here. So we'll see, man. We'll see if it doesn't crash my computer. You know, I can play it on here, bro. Pacers money line, man. I mean, hey, more power to you. But I can't, like I said, I can't cheer for you, dog. And I can't switch up my affiliations. Let's see if this works. Hopefully, I just didn't mess up the stream. It's been running smooth so far. I just want to show y'all that dunk, bro. We'll kind of go over the stats and halftime for halftime real quick too as well. So Atlanta's trailing by 4. I just hope that dunk come up. What shit out of here? I want to watch this. My mom. I mean, not y'all anyway. My stream is my Wi-Fi, man. My Wi-Fi is actually trash. I'm sorry, y'all. It really weird. So pause this before stream low key crash. But at least got the score up for y'all. At least y'all can see the score. That's all that matters, really. So we'll do a little box score watching before we take a little break. Atlanta by 4. CJ McCollum's came in the game. They were trailing by what 11 or 10, and then CJ McCollum's doing yeah, straight almost 6 straight. 17, 6 from the field. So great from CJ. Starters, Jalen, he's 4, hasn't been, in stint like he is. Yeah, my shit. Oh, yeah, do it. So I just try to take what's going on. So I'm gonna let it rest, man. I'm just gonna let it rest. We'll go over that in a second. So, all right, y'all. It is halftime. 1 second, get water. Go to the restroom real quick. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, y'all, we back. See how this we'll see how this screen share goes for the rest of the matchup. Hopefully it loads up for us. But I apologize if it's kind of laggy there. But so Atlanta is trailing by 4 points. See if Atlanta can come back here early on in the second half. But CJ McCollum has been on fire off the bench for Atlanta. I'm gonna cut the volume down real quick. There we go. I'm just gonna reset us here. Before the start of the second half. Oop, did not want that. So myself included, I've been a little tough on CJ McCollum. There we go. So my hope it will just update because it was pretty laggy that last one. But see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But Atlanta, they just have to play better. 8 turnovers, although Indiana had 10. 8 turnovers is a little uncharacteristic for Atlanta. They don't. They have some games where turnovers are high, but they do somehow manage to kind of keep the ball in their possession and not make silly plays. And they do a good job at taking care of the basketball. Numbers could prove me otherwise, but from the eye test, it feels like Atlanta compared to other teams. Atlanta is the team to kind of force turnovers, and it's kind of rare when Atlanta just coughs the ball up a lot. So need to keep an eye on that. We'll see how CJ plays the rest of the game. See how my stream survives if it can keep up. My Wi-Fi be fighting for its life, so excuse me for the lags here and there. Can't really do too much about it. I've unplugged everything that's connected to the Wi-Fi I can. So hopefully the Wi-Fi holds out. Excuse me. So second half is about to be underway. Atlanta should be energized. Maybe their slow quarter is out the way. First quarter was a little slow for the Hawks, as they lost the first quarter, and then the second quarter was tied 26 apiece. So we'll see if they can take a lead in the quarter battle, the game within the game. So really, second half scoring was really, excuse me, second quarter scoring was a lot of CJ McCollum. He scored, I believe, like 10, excuse me, maybe 9 in the second quarter. So he chipped in his majority in that second quarter. So let's see how Atlanta can kind of operate. They haven't led since the first quarter. It's been tied, but so let's see if Atlanta can take the lead when it matters the most. When that game clock hits double zero. Boy, in the turtleneck look like he in a neck brace. God damn. My fault, gang. I know you. I know you almost court side, so let me relax. But brother, that turtleneck looks suffocating. Naismith comes out of the second half and just drills a triple for Indiana. So Tough start for Atlanta's defense, but see if that lasts. Couple screens at the top of the break for Atlanta. Dyson spin, a little off balance, and Jalen trying to find Onyeka, but Indiana comes away with it. So, like I said, Atlanta needs to take care of the basketball. Back to back buckets for Indiana leads to a 9-point lead for the Pacers as Atlanta comes out the second half kind of struggling. Dyson for three. So I told you Dyson feeling himself, man. It's just confidence. So Dyson hits his first three since December. So Dyson knocks that triple down with no hesitation. That's exactly what Dyson needs to do. No hesitation. As Dyson has 9 points now. As if he can continue attacking, he can continue putting his fingerprints all over this game. As Jarius Walker is going to the line here for Indiana. After that Dyson three, Atlanta's trailing by 6 now. As Jarius Walker hits the first of 2 from the line. It is 70-63, 10:57 in the second quarter. Third quarter, second half. So appreciate everybody tapped in here. Whether you're on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, wherever y'all are at, I appreciate it. As Atlanta's working on this comeback effort. It's been all right. They kept it close, which has been impactful. Dyson attacking excellently. He gets a ride up over the defender. I think Nembhard was guarding him. So Dyson does a good job there as Nikhil's guarding Nembhard now. As Siakam is found and he gets the bucket for the Pacers. So 6-point deficit for the Hawks as they're coming back. Jalen and Onyeka have a little handoff, and we got a foul on Indiana as Furphy hooks Onyeka as he was kind of beat on that little slip. So try to save himself on that one. Hooper fans, 2 games are early because of weather. Kind of, as Corey Kispert gets a 3 up, can't get it to go, but he gets fouled. But because of the weather, precautions. Atlanta was going to play at 7:30 tonight, but they just wanted to get out in front of the weather. So the other game as well, it was pushed forward because of the weather as well. So I know a couple games were postponed, so thankfully Atlanta didn't get a postponed result. It was just not delayed. It was rescheduled, and it was rescheduled for 1:30 today. So we got afternoon hoops here. Atlanta's taking on Indiana. This is their second matchup of the season. Atlanta has won the first one, so they're 1-0 against Indiana this year. But Indiana was not a totally different team, but they were a little different. They didn't have Nembhard or Naismith. So it's a different look for Atlanta somewhat. So they're down by a couple as Kispert hits all 3 free throws. That's Naismith kind of scrambling, didn't know what to do with that after he got in the air. Pascal rises up for a 3, and Jalen does a good job initially boxing out, but Onyeka gets the board as Jalen's attacking Furphy. So offensive foul is called here on Onyeka as he kind of comes in crashing. Unfortunately, as Jalen probably was going to get that clean up. But Furphy playing good defense, standing straight up. Jalen has to do a good job at kind of recognizing that. So Pascal getting to the bucket, and he gets a foul called. So he'll go for the and one opportunity. So honestly, I wouldn't be Um, so I guess they're not gonna call challenge that even. As Pascal, I think they get away with the little chicken wing there. So Atlanta's down by 8 now, 68-76. So let's get some offense going. If you were Atlanta, as Nimhard guards Dyson. Dyson's in control of the offense here. Onyeka, his defender, kind of was able to readjust. Nikhil gets it on the wing, in and out. So Atlanta's starters are kind of cold at the moment. As Nikhil guards Pascal, cannot get that flop to be called. So Atlanta has numbers somewhat. Dyson shooting confidently. That's what Atlanta needs. As they kind of left him wide open, but he at least shot it. As Jalen baits him to throw the pass, tip unfortunately just goes right to Indiana. Good stuff by Atlanta to kind of get control. Okay, it makes sense that the Hornets play the other early games. So Atlanta is just cold on offense, and it's making things difficult on defense. So I don't know if that was a foul there. I don't know what happened, but it's a timeout. Ahmad, welcome back. Welcome back. You got confirmations on week. So Ahmad say you got confirmation Pacers winning this game. I don't know. By the way Atlanta's playing, you might be right. So Atlanta has yet to find themselves a rhythm, and you kind of see it. So they've turned it over once. So they've kind of stayed on top of it, but the Pacers haven't turned it over at all. So they've been just cold this second half. Third quarter isn't going their way. They've only scored 8 points with 8:27 to go. We'll see. So we'll see how Atlanta's offense goes. Um, but the Pacers seem to have no problems. They're up by 10. It's 14-8. Uh, the third quarter battle is. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Atlanta's getting out rebounded, which is kind of typical for the Hawks. But it's 21-28 in that department. Um, Neither team is shooting really lights out, but I'm weak. I'm weak. So yeah, it was a pretty easy game to go to. Pretty easy game to go to. The one, nah, I don't believe that, Ahmad. I don't believe that. Um, the one, I got the Hawks, man. I'm riding with the Hawks for sure. Um, it's definitely our team over here. We support all Atlanta sports over here. Yeah, man. I think shoosh, a 10K free bet is crazy. Where you find that? Let me get that. Is that your first bet? Yeah, man. Free bet is crazy work. But Atlanta 78-68 as Atlanta's trying to come back here. So most fast break points in the NBA this season. Atlanta's sitting at 18. They are fourth, tied with Chicago, but trailing Toronto, Dallas, and Detroit. Those three teams have more fast break points, but Atlanta's sitting at 18. So let's see if Atlanta can kind of play their game. All right, 78-68. Yeah, let us know the one. Where that free bet coming from. So Dyson cleaned it up, but unfortunately, can't get it to go. Nah, ma, don't do it, bro. Don't convince him. But it's looking like it's another triple for Siakam. He has 17. Atlanta's trailing now by 13. Atlanta's offense needs to get their stuff together. As Dyson gets the handoff from Jalen, he's attacking. He puts it up and gets it to go finally. So it cuts the Pacer lead to 11. So Atlanta's coming back. They got 7:20. Atlanta hasn't quite made any subs quite yet. Siakam attacks, but he's just held there. So Siakam 5-7. Hendricks GG's. What you mean GG's, man? It's not insurmountable quite yet. Not quite insurmountable. I've seen worse. I've definitely seen worse. So my stream might be frozen low key, with the over. So or they I guess the as favorites I should say. So y'all were smart putting y'all money on Indiana because this is a game where Atlanta could fumble honestly. Which I wouldn't be surprised. They have a tough back to back coming up, so I wouldn't be surprised if they hit the 2-0 on that and lose to the Pacers twice this week. Well, you thought Curry was you thought Curry was on you thought Curry was on Indiana. That's crazy work. You must be thinking about Halliburton. Yup. So that cold stretch from three is plaguing Atlanta. Offense is not getting anything to go. Christian Coloco's defense finally gets a stop on Pascal Siakam though. Oh man, I don't want y'all to be right. As CJ can't get that to connect. It's still sitting at 70-83. Corey Kispert gets it to go quite easily. I mean, Pascal Siakam gets it to go over Corey Kispert quite easily. So we got a foul here as CJ McCollum is pushed right into Jalen. So it's 85-70, and the chat is killing the Hawks right now. Come on, y'all. Somebody save me in the chat. It's me against everybody. Atlanta versus everybody right now. So 85-70, 15-point deficit for Atlanta. Pascal Siakam finally hits the bench for Indiana. So we'll see if Atlanta can take advantage of that. It's been a good game so far until this third quarter. Atlanta's just really gone cold. Like I said, they have quarters where they just go just ice cold, and it's no good. As Christian Coloco gets the push shot, he gets it up and gets it to go. As it is 72-85 now. As Christian Coloco has 6 points, he's 3 of 3 from the field. He's had some good looks. Oof. So that shot missed everything. As that rebound was pretty hard. Dyson's floater is good. It's 74-85, so 11-point deficit for Atlanta. As Kennard finds Dyson in the corner, Dyson decides to attack. I'm Ryan, man. My name is Ryan, the one. I am the one to hold it down in the open gym here. So Atlanta coming through on this comeback effort. They need to finish the job. So they're down by 11. But yeah, the one. My name is Ryan. It's nice to meet you, my boy. I hold it down over here in the open gym. But Atlanta, they're kind of struggling, man. But they're finding some life. So we'll see if things turn around for the Hawks. But Dyson, 15 points, 7 of 11 from the field, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. That, to me, personally, that's why I think Dyson should be running PG for Atlanta. So Um, Giovanni Gill. I mean, if I had to translate, I would be able to respond, but I quite don't understand um, the particular specific language that you are talking, brother. Hey, nice to meet you too, the one. Nice to meet you. Appreciate you tapping in to the open gym, pulling up to the open gym, watching this Atlanta Hawks versus Indiana Pacers. Um, Everybody, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe if you're enjoying the open gym stream. I'm definitely here for the rest of the Hawks games. So I greatly appreciate it if everybody tapped in and tuned in with me, man. It's exciting to see the chat this live, man. I appreciate everybody that's hitting the chat saying what's up. Even though y'all are betting against Atlanta, I mean, I can't get your money, man. Get your money. But I hope Atlanta wins still. Below 248 is a bold bet with these two teams. But all it takes is Atlanta coming alive and getting back to their regular rhythm um, on offense. And this game is ballooned into 130 to 1. So we'll see. Mike Dyson. Mike Dyson. I don't know. I don't know if Mike Dyson is playing, but Dyson Daniels. He has 15 points, 8 assists. He is 7 of 11 from the field with a 3-point shot hit. So Dyson is about 1 of 3 or 1 of 4 from 3. So he's been aggressive from the 3. He has a massive poster this game as well. I was trying to share that highlight with everybody, but my Wi-Fi quite crashing, so I might do it after the game when we cut this watch along. So Atlanta 74-85. Let's see. After this timeout, they get a turnover. So great stuff. CJ Hawking right there. He finds Jalen, and Jalen gets it up. Can't get it to go, but great stuff. Jalen is going to the line. Atlanta needs that. When the offense is cold, they need to get to the line. So Jalen does a great job at attacking that mismatch as CJ McCollum just makes it difficult for TJ McConnell. TJ McConnell and CJ McCollum. That's crazy work. You just put 100 on that. So I hope Atlanta's defense turns around and their offense picks it up so they can be the one that scores the most and the Pacers can kind of, make mess of the bed. As Jalen knocks down both of those free throws, it is now a 9-point game. And water gonna splash me in the nose? What is it doing? So TJ McConnell rises up, hits that midi over Luke Kennard for his 12th point. It's 87-76. So Atlanta has to keep on it. Take advantage of the non-Pascal minutes, as that is a CJ McCollum turnover, which is not going to impact Atlanta in a positive way. And that Christian Coloco, bro, he just earned himself a permanent role on this squad. And Dyson Daniels, jelly fam, that wasn't a jelly, but y'all get what I'm saying. The one I support Atlanta. I'm a big Atlanta fan, man. I got the Hawks flag up there. I got Josh Smith posted up there as Hawks defense is picking it up. Jalen running things for Atlanta as he finds a cutting Christian Coloco. As Atlanta cuts it to 7, as TJ McConnell drives, he has to kick as Atlanta does a good job at closing the paint. And Andrew Nembhard gets it up and gets it to go. CJ McCollum reaching, got a hand in the cookie jar there. My voice cracking like I'm 15 years old, boy. What's going on? Great stuff by Christian Coloco to run the floor. Great stuff from Jalen to find Christian running. So Jalen's going to the bench for a break. But yeah, the one I definitely am a Hawks supporter, man. I love Atlanta, even though sometimes they disappoint me. So miss free throw, great stuff. Atlanta has to take advantage of that. It's kind of rare that the other team is not perfect and Atlanta is perfect. So from the free throw line, I should say. CJ drive is no good, so his hot start seems to have cooled off a little bit. So while Jalen Johnson exits, unfortunately Pascal is back in for Indiana, so he gets to the line. That's kind of why I want Jalen to kind of pick up on this from Pascal. He gets to the line at an absurd rate, even though he does kind of flail, and sometimes it doesn't work out for him. He does an excellent job at getting to the free throw line, and that's any star. Any star player gets a majority of their points from the free throw line. If you know, that's just how it is, man. You got to be able to get it from any level in action, and then you have to be able to, when your shot isn't falling, or you need to, get easy points for your team to kind of maintain a lead like this, or to get back into a game like Atlanta needs to get back into. They need to find themselves at the line a lot. Even though I know some people, say it's foul baiting, but yes, Ahmad, it is now 90-80 as we got a foul called here on the floor. My apologies if ESPN is slacking here, but it is 90-80, not 89-90. Yeah, ESPN kind of tripping. My fault, y'all. Can't really do too much if it is too bad. I'll kind of get another scene in. So let's see. In my experience, I do get that back. It's not insurmountable. The lead isn't too bad. Let's try to get this here first. Appreciate Ahmad updating us on the score as we get it refreshed here. As Pascal misses three, and Simone it back up for Hawks, and he gets the bucket. No, that's going to be off Pacers. Hey, Carnell Simmons, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. The Hawks are gonna win. Trust. But in my explanation, it is a resilient team. They do kind of have fight in, so that's a good thing. If you're a Hawks fan, they do find us by 8 points in this league. That's 3 possessions. So 3 to 4 possessions. Whole basketball. So CJ Malone has to read the room, man. Shot is not there. Half. So yeah, good defense, but hopefully CJ can find Luke Kennard knock down the triple. So they're only down 5, man. They're only down 5. It's 90-85. My team would like at this moment is kind of tough. Which one more time, y'all? So it's 85-90. So 4 is closer. I mean, 1 second. Cream is trying to pop back 1 second, y'all. Indiana at the line. See how that second one. Give us 50. So I man. Triple. Yeah, time 192 now. I wish my stream was tweaking, but hey. Oh man, please don't crash. See TJ McConnell. Hey man. Luke Kennard, LK for Trey with the bucket. It's 93-92. That foul was offensive. That foul was offensive. That foul was offensive. It is now 93-92. It is Atlanta ball. Luke Kennard. Atlanta's on a 23-7 run in the past 5 minutes and 30 seconds. It's 93-92. All y'all in the chat was doubting. Stay on that side. I'm just playing. But yeah, stay on that side. As Jalen checks back in for Atlanta. He had that massive leg wrap. So we'll see. We'll see that. Pay attention to that calf. Let's keep it interesting. So Ahmad, I don't know what game you watching, brother. It's 93-92 though. Atlanta way, 25 seconds to go. 1 second even between game clock and shot clock. Let's go. CJ operating here. Does a good job. Let's go. CJ McCollum eases his way to the basket. The one, man, I hate it. I hate it for you. I hate it for you. Jalen's shot at the buzzer almost goes. So Atlanta takes the lead. They haven't led since the first quarter. And like I said, let's hope they take the lead when it matters. So they have done just that. 95-92. They start off cold in the third quarter, but they end the quarter just fine. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish out here. 35 points in the third quarter compared to Indiana's 28. Great stuff. So Atlanta starts the run with Pascal on the bench, and they just take advantage of that. So give me 1 second. I'm going to run to the restroom again in between quarters. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Are you done working? Do you usually shut it off or no? Is it shut off now? Is it shut off now? So fourth quarter starts with an offensive foul, unfortunately going towards Onyeka. So I get active. What's happening? Appreciate you hitting the chat. Appreciate you tapping in, Pablo. I'm not sure who LeVar Arrington is. Tough shot for Indiana results in a rebound for Atlanta. So empty possession equals empty possession, which is positive. CJ going to work. Midi back active. So third quarter kind of cold. Now he's starting to warm back up. 21 points for CJ, 8 of 14 from the field. Good defense as well from CJ right there as TJ McConnell drives. Siakam can't find a shot, but ball slips out of Atlanta's possession there. So it's going to be a side out on Atlanta. So it's going to be Indiana ball. So Atlanta's up by 5. They just need consistent defensive stops. As Shepard gets the 3. So as the legend Bob Rathbun mentions, Atlanta went 9 of I think 16 to end the third quarter. So close it out strong. As Onyeka gets that spin to go, it is now 99 to 92. Let me know if my scoreboard is not keeping up. So Shepard, another miss as Moge collects that. Rebound is 99-92. Atlanta kind of out on a little run. Moge almost thought about the 3 and the pass to Luke Kennard, but Luke Kennard repositions for the 3. So 102-92. Atlanta's on top by 10 for the first time ever in this game. First double-digit lead for the Atlanta Hawks, and it is when they have 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. So if Atlanta can hold on here, can stop the runs on the floor for Indiana. As CJ had a mismatch, we're not going to really judge him for that. So Dyson checks back in for Nikhil. So Atlanta gets a little different look as Nikhil has had a good game. I believe he has like 14, maybe 11 to 14. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. But it's been great stuff from Atlanta, man. Great stuff. CJ McCollum swipes down on TJ McConnell, and that's going to be a foul. So TJ can't get the shot to go, but he'll get 2 free throws, and CJ is going to take a breather and hit the bench. As Corey Kispert is getting ready to check back in the game. And I believe Jalen is getting ready to come back in for Atlanta as Mo Gay checks out. It's been a positive game from Mo, but just a little overshadowed since he doesn't get to play too much. He's not playing too much at center anymore, so it's strictly power forward minutes, which I'm not mad at. So there we go. As TJ hits those free throws, Corey Kispert's in. Dyson, Luke, Jalen Onyeka for Atlanta. So Atlanta's offense is flowing. Onyeka smokes the layup. So it's 94 to 102 as McConnell just beats Corey Kispert back and talking a little trash on his way back. As Onyeka finds Luke Kennard rolling and Corey Kispert behind the back. And that results in a turnover. So, yeah, timeout Atlanta. 98-102. Lead cut to 4. Corey Kispert kind of liability out there. Don't know if Corey Kispert should be in right now at this moment. Kind of kills Atlanta. This 2 liability lineup, man, is tough. Luke Kennard does show effort on defense to kind of make up for his inabilities height wise. Um, at least he kind of shows effort. It's not saying Corey Kispert doesn't show effort. It's just Corey Kispert doesn't get the occasional block, the occasional steal. I mean, he'll occasionally get a steal, but Carnell comeback flow. See if Atlanta can hold on to it. Kind of a little shaky here. Indiana going on a little run of their own. So we'll see how Atlanta responds. Corey Kispert started the game out strong. I think he had 4 points to start off the game, but he's been cold ever since. 2 of 7 from the field. A couple turnovers here and there. A couple lapses on defense. Hasn't been the strongest effort or result for Corey Kispert. So hopefully Atlanta can hold on to this lead. They were up 10, but a Pacers run has cut this lead to 4. So Corey Kispert is a negative 26. I really don't. Plus minus is like, it's not like a defining factor, but it is useful. And Corey Kispert is negative 26. So hopefully he can make an impact in a positive way to close out the game. But so far, this game has not been so good to Corey Kispert. So hopefully he can turn it around. But so we got a break in the action. Atlanta called a timeout as Indiana's kind of cut this run or cut this lead down with this run. But I want to take this time to say I appreciate everybody pulling up here to the open gym as Atlanta is taking on Indiana. Whether you're on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, I greatly appreciate y'all. Hope y'all are having a good Monday. It's kind of a weird time, but Atlanta's here and they moved up the game because the weather is a little weird here. So Atlanta doing their thing. As Onyeka doing, he's having a good game, man. As he gets subbed out here for Christian Koloko to start the action back this fourth quarter. He'll get a break, but Onyeka's been holding it down this stretch these past 2 weeks, 3 weeks really. That Atlanta has not had Kristaps Porzingis. Atlanta's names are really confusing, to be honest. They got Christian Koloko, Kristaps Porzingis, and Corey Kispert. Those last names are kind of a tongue twister. Trying to say them pretty fast. So Dyson attacking, he gets fouled. Good stuff there as he goes to the line, I believe, for his maybe first attempts. So Dyson playing with a lot of confidence, which has been good. He's been shooting the 3. He's hit 1 so far. And he has 8 assists, playing really good defense as he knocks down that free throw. It's good to see him not have that hesitation in his shot or in his game. Kind of in that stretch where he wasn't himself to start the season. I think he's on the path to he's already having a good year, setting career highs in assists and rebounds. So splits the free throws. So Dyson has 18. And the lead is now 5 points. Kickball. So Nikhil, good defense, stops the possession for now. As TJ McConnell and him kind of start chuckling over something, or he laughing at something. So 5 points. TJ holding it down. He has 16 for the Pacers. He's tied with Mathurin for the scoring lead out there for the Indiana right now. I believe Pascal's holding it down for them. As he has 24, yeah. Great stuff as Kennard had it on the wing and he finds a cutting Christian Koloko. Koloko has 10 points, 5 of 5 from the field. So, man, I'm not the GM. I'm just a fan. But Christian Koloko, I think, has earned his spot on this team with the another one, the Thunder from down under, appears again and lets it be known he lets the Thunder reign. Put him on the Bobby, mate. Put him on the Bobby right here, mate. Let's go. As Dyson Daniels throws it home in Atlanta. They are rolling, man. They are rolling. Rolling. It's 107-98. Atlanta's leading by 9 now. So, Dyson Daniels, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. Talk to him, Dyson. Jalen still has a potential to wind up with a triple double this game. 11 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Luke Kennard, 13 points. Christian Coloco, 5 of 5 from the field. Nikhil, not so great on the shooting splits. 3 of 10, but 13 points still. So Nikhil is effective. 13 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Playing great defense. Him and Dyson both. Pascal only 24 points, 7 of 18 from the field, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. So, I mean, you say, I mean, he still has 24. Bro, Dyson's really been playing Pascal. So Dyson has 20 points on the other end, while Pascal has 24. So he's canceled out Pascal's performance. So great stuff for Atlanta. Role players are playing their role, man. You love to see it. It is 98-107. All the Pacer fans in the chat kind of quiet right now. What happened, y'all? Y'all a little nervous or something? What happened? Yeah, I was saying Indiana got this in the bag. I know y'all had money on the line, so it's a little different. But what happened, man? What happened? Y'all were bold in that mug, man. Y'all were bold in the chat, dog. What happened? It's a little quiet. It's quiet as fucking here. It's quiet as fucking here. So let's go, bro. It's closeout season. It's not comeback season no more. It's comeback season. No, what I just say? I think I just repeated myself. It's closeout season, man. It's not comeback flow. It's closeout season. It's the closeout sale, man. Come on. What a game. What a game. Coloco. Coloco. 109.98. Christian Coloco now has a career high 12 points, 6 of 6 from the field. Great stuff. Excellent defense. Great offense. So that's a foul as Jalen gets called for the foul. So 7:22 left in this closing quarter. 12 points for Coloco. That is a career high. Christian Coloco sits 12 points. So let's see if that can continue. That's a great find from Jalen. He now has 6 assists, I believe. Whew, wee. What a game. What a game. So Indiana at the line. Yep. Naismith knocks down that first free throw. Let go, Atlanta. Man, I'm feeling it, man. Christian Coloco, like I said, I'm not no GM, man. I'm just a fan. But Christian Coloco should be on this team the rest of the year. Kristaps has proven to not be reliable. Not to say he's not good, but can't really rely on him. And you need Coloco to help Big O. And he has been a huge impact for Atlanta. Two-man game right there. Dyson and Coloco handoff. Jalen finds Nikhil. Nikhil fires the three and is good as Nikhil knocks down the triple. And that's what I always say about Nikhil, man. Shoot or shoot. And Nikhil is the definition of that. He was 3 for 10 from the field before that jumper. And most times people going to look to not shoot after a start like that. But Nikhil let it fly. He is now 4 of 11. As Christian Coloco played good defense initially on that first drive, but Indiana just got away with one right there. Dyson attacks. He finds Jalen. Jalen drives. gets the contact, no foul call, unfortunately. But Hawks are up by 10. Unfortunately, Atlanta got the deflection, but they were the last one to touch it, as it's going to be baseline Indiana ball. So 6:21, a minute has gone by since I last updated you. I'm a little anxious now. Naismith, he with us. So we need that. We need that type of effort from Naismith right there, just putting up those threes, not really any purpose behind them. Jalen finds Koloko. Koloko gathers the kind of wild pass, and he finds Jalen right back on the wing. It was halfway down. That shot was halfway down for Jalen. So unfortunate for Atlanta, they can't get that to go. So that's an empty possession for the Hawks. And Indiana, good job, Koloko. Nothing easy as he fouls Furphy. Good stuff for Atlanta as Indiana's going back to the line, and Atlanta's holding on to a 10-point lead. As Onyeka's coming back in for Koloko, Koloko has been playing superb. As Nikhil is getting some advice from the bench too. I thought he was checking out, but he getting love from the bench. He getting mad love from the bench and the crowd. So Koloko deserves it. He deserves it, man. He's been playing his tail off. Definitely giving Onyeka breathing time. So hopefully Onyeka can take advantage of that. As like I said, he's getting the break that he's needed. He still got energy on the bench. So Johnny Furphy knocks down both of those. And Atlanta's now up by 8. So pass was kind of hot from CJ to Onyeka, but Nikhil said, let's calm things down. He hits the three. It's 115-104. As great defense from Atlanta as Indiana tried to push the pace, but Onyeka's back there to kind of nip that in the bud. You feel me? Just cut that out, man. We ain't rolling with that. So Pascal checking back in for the Pacers. And Michael Potter, the fella that got put on the poster, is back in for Indiana. Pascal in the corner, no good. Onyeka gathers the rebound. See how it goes. It's 19 points for Nikhil. He is 5 of 10 from 3. Atlanta's on a 45-19 run since the third quarter. Jalen finds Nikhil. Nikhil, 2 dribbles, finds CJ. CJ finds Jalen. Jalen stepping through, gets the bucket. It's 117-104. It's been a great turnaround. Atlanta's response to Indiana has been excellent since the third quarter. So 13 for Jalen. He hasn't had the greatest shooting night, but it doesn't really equal everything. Nikhil just crosses the ever-living mess out of Naismith, and he gets to the free throw line. So Nikhil is running with his 25th game with 5 or more threes. So great stuff from Nikhil. Nikhil's leap cannot be ignored either, y'all. Nikhil has yet to average double-digit points in his career. This is the first time in his career he's averaging double-digit points. So when Atlanta is highlighted, I hope people not only highlight Jalen Johnson, they highlight the other players that are making an impact for Atlanta as well. Nikhil, Dyson. I hope that is Zach to close out the season. But Onyeka, I hope Atlanta definitely gets the shine that they are working for. And beginning of the season, Quinn Snyder even said, man, I think everybody wants championship aspirations, but you have to earn them, dog. As Jalen tees up that three, you have to earn them. So I think this is a good year for Atlanta to kind of show improve, and then improve in the offseason and then really, really start competing these next couple years with the talent they have. Um, I know I'm a little biased, but I see the vision, man. I definitely see the vision. Dyson spin gets him right at the rim, and it's an easy work, man. The Tasmanian Devil, 121 to 108 as Dyson puts home his 22nd point. He is 10 of 14 from the field. Um, excuse me. Jalen's defense showing up big time for Atlanta as they turn the ball over. It's Atlanta ball. Indiana is struggling right now. They are spiraling. They have 16 turnovers. Their defense has kind of calmed down. Atlanta's kind of picked things up on the defensive end. Like I said, it kind of flipped. Atlanta started to play better on defense because their offense started to pick up. Um, and maybe their offense picked up because their defense started to pick up. Vice versa. I think two things can be true. So Pascal gets that stop. Unfortunately, no foul. So Pascal gets the easy bucket. Timeout for Atlanta. It's 121, 110. So J Huff finding Pascal. I believe this is J Huff's first couple minutes. Yeah, so J Huff getting his first minutes in the in the last 3 minutes of the game is interesting, to say the least. But hey, I'm not, a fan of Indiana. They might be trying to get that tank off, to be honest. So Christian Coloco, though, man, he has been proven. So 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 blocks, 6 of 6 from the field. It's not just a run and dunk. It's nice post moves, excellent defense. Just coming through big time for Atlanta. So Atlanta's up here with exactly 3 minutes to go. So 180 seconds until Atlanta. No, we know the results for this game. So hopefully Atlanta can hold on to it. It's not no comeback no more, man. We've been trying to say Atlanta needs to come back all game. It feels like it really was all game. Atlanta didn't lead, and the first bucket was the last time Atlanta led. So Atlanta has been kind of digging themselves out the hole since the first quarter. As Atlanta's holding on to 11-point lead, Pascal Siakam's guarding Jalen, as CJ's operating the offense now. So we already kind of know what's going down as CJ McCollum gets to the bucket. He now has 23 points. He's 9 of 15 from the field. He saw his matchup. He said, "I know I got him." And that's going to be a turnover for Indiana. And Nikhil is on the break, and he lays it up. Can't get it to go, but Jalen collects it, but can't get it up. And he will get a foul as Jalen picks up the rebound, can't get it to go on the cleanup attempt, and it should be going to the line. Yep, we are going to the line. So Jalen's back at the line as Nikhil kind of dealing with Pascal's defense there. Can't get that lay to go. It's 123, 110. Jalen's at the line. He knocks down that first free throw. 229. Was that 100 and what? I can't even do the math on that, bro. I'm trying to do seconds, be cool, be edgy. So great stuff, man. Jalen, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Jay Huff knocks down the triple. That's big time for Indiana, though. So Jay Huff hasn't played really at all. I feel like so 125, 113. Cutting Dyson can't come away with that bucket, so Indiana gathers the rebound. It's a minute 50. Atlanta has time to cool things down, but Pascal's three no good, and that might have just relieved some air out of the Pacers' comeback effort. So Atlanta does need to do a good job at time management, as Jalen and CJ have a little two man. CJ finds Onyeka on the corner for three, and that might just be the dagger. That might just be the dagger. So we have an Indiana timeout. It's 128 to 113. So a minute 26 left. All the Pacers betters in the chat, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to burst y'all bubble, but Atlanta Hawks are on their way to another victory. That would be 4 in a row. It's almost a streak. It's almost a streak, chat. It's almost a streak, chat. So Atlanta turning things around at the crib, as this season hasn't been too terribly friendly for Atlanta at home, but on the road it's been good. So we go to Boston Wednesday, and Thursday Atlanta's back at the crib. So excuse me, I got those home and away games mixed up. So Boston Wednesday, home on Thursday, rest on Friday. Then we are in Indiana on Saturday, in Miami on Tuesday. But they do have a 2-day break in between the Pacers and Miami. Then we have Utah and Charlotte at the crib. So pretty good lineup of schedule for Atlanta, even though Boston and Houston aren't like easy dubs by any means. That's a good competition. Might result in good games. But Atlanta has a chance. I think both of those, Houston and Boston. I mean, Boston did lose to Chicago, so I mean they did show that they are human. So hopefully they can string together some losses, and Atlanta can be a part of that effort. As C.J. McCollum hits the bench, Atlanta has a string of substitutions as Moge comes in. I don't know if Atlanta thought that Pacers were going to stay competitive, but Pacers take out their guys, and Atlanta takes out a majority of their guys. We got a foul on the floor. So Nikhil's going to probably hit the bench as well as Dyson, maybe. Yep. We're not gonna say it's ball game until the end of we hear that buzzer, but hey. You know what? You know what? Hawks deserve a standing ovation for today's performance, man. They really turned it on in that the end of the third quarter. They said, "Nah, bro, we not going for that." Who picks the Pacers, man? Who picks the Pacers to win? Come on, man. Even though it was a good odds game, and Moge puts period on that. Come on, man. Talk to me. Who bets on the Pacers? Carnell, talk to him, man. Who bet on the Pacers, man? I appreciate y'all tapping in though and let me know y'all bet on the Pacers. But hey, man, I gotta talk my stuff real quick. Y'all was talking about the Indiana got it for show. Y'all got a guy there, Mod. Mod, where you at, brother? Hit the chat one time, brother. Don't run, brother. Moge, going to work. Get in your bag, young brother. Get in your bag, young brother. Get in your bag, young brother. Excuse me, man. I was a little premature. It's 3 in a row, so 3 times in a row Hawks have won. So the streak is just warming up, man. We warming up the car. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We turn it around so that the streak of losses is kind of getting erased. Hey man, the Hawks. Hey man, Carnell. I appreciate your faith in Atlanta. They get a 16-point dub. Not as much as last time. Last time we beat them by 20. 248 points. Let's see. Hey, Giovanni. Giovanni hit. Giovanni hit. Let go under 248. So somebody hit in the chat. Let's go. So Giovanni comes up big, predicting 248 and under, and he hits it right on the nose. Shout out to Giovanni, man. That's actually live, bro. 248 on the nose. That is crazy. He bet the under on 248 and a half. Shout out to Giovanni, man. That's good work, man. That's good work. That is great work, actually. So, hey, man, I appreciate everybody that's tapped in and hit the chat one time, bro, as Atlanta gets the dub. We're going to look at that Dyson Daniels dunk real quick, man, before we get up out of here. I got to show y'all that. We got to reminisce on that. We got to reminisce on that one time. Man, I appreciate everybody, but especially man, have faith, dog. Carnell had faith. Have faith. Everybody was telling me Indiana was going to win. Everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat, man, in the chat. They was saying, let me go next you. Man, let's see. Man, get that ice and out the way. Man, we got to see that before we go. Then we'll go over the stats and whatnot. So the last 18 minutes of the game, Atlanta outscored the Pacers by 62-31. Oof, man, great stuff, Atlanta, great stuff. Fall the streams skip. Giovanni, big dubs chat, man. Big dubs in the chat, bro. Dubs in the chat for Giovanni. Not only Atlanta, but big dubs in the chat for Giovanni. Hitting that bet head on, bro. 248 and a half under, bro. That's crazy work, bro. That is crazy work. Hey, my brother, salute to you, bro. Salute to you. Salute to you, bro. Man, that's crazy work, bro. Man, I will say, because this is a high scoring matchup. And to lock in, who fans? I don't know how to make a trade at the line. I kind of hope they stand pat. I kind of see what team will look like. To be interesting, because he's in the most valuable because of his injuries and inconsistencies to stay healthy. So we'll see how it goes. But I think Atlanta's gonna stand back as they bust their trade their way. Getting this center post, so you can see that real quick. The Dubs in the chat for Giovanni, man. He bet the under on 248 and a half, and he hit the nail on the head. They hit the nail. But bro, what a game! CJ McCollum came up big time. Christian Coloco came up big time. Dyson Daniels, I believe, was probably the MVP. He almost had a double-double. Jalen kind of flirting with that triple-double. Robert bet 100 under 242, then bet 100 on over 245. That's good. You came up instead of losing 100, man. You did a wide ass sweat to the over 45 in time too, I bet. So that's clutch, man. Giovanni can bet under on 28. So if we get the low, we can highlight them, but we'll see. We'll see can low, but yeah, man. I hope everybody came up on something today on the betting market. I don't know if this was gonna load, y'all. Just played by the wire. But hey, man, I just lit up on a back street. Let me get these stats pulled up, y'all. Let me get these stats pulled up because this is crazy work, man. Atlanta did a great job. They sealed up really by great defense. My phone is about to die. Good thing it was at the end of the game, so we might lose stats here. But I said, oh my goodness, he had a poster, and that is just I've never seen Dyson put somebody on like that. Actually. So great from Dyson. Yeah, man, it's taking one of those. So of course I'm gonna try ESPN. Saying too long to think about loading. Trade market looking interesting. We'll see what happens on February 5th. So that is up. My apology, laggy stream. Also, it is in on the week. It is way laggy. Look at that, y'all. That was. You can see it. That's on the man. We'll end with, but what a game! What a game! I know my lag crazy. So, but I appreciate everybody. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate everything. I'll get a stream. It's like, man, leave the stream. It's not lag, but hey, I appreciate everybody that hit the chat. GMT, Carnell, active, get active. Ahmad, doing. Benson, I appreciate everybody that hitting the chat one time. We will be back probably in a little like this evening. But Atlanta Dub, they got the impressive 16 grade. Low starts and had it up with the C. He lays that's 20 CJ. Honest stuff, man. Stuff. Look off the bench, 23 points CJ. But starter wise, showed up. I think for 21 points. So impressive. Kill. But Dyson, 2 points. Yeah, I'm sure. Act right. Act right, y'all, man. Let's there you go. Yeah, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, but they don't, only 1 turnover from Dyson. So 9-to-1 ratio, great stuff. Only like a good game, 12 points. Wasn't the most like impactful game, scoring wise, but he did have a double. 12 points, 10 rebounds. Jalen, 15.7 rebounds. He was 1 of 7 from 3. So if he found his point, game put a little different. Then 15, 7, 6 assists, 4 heals, and 1 block from Jalen. So Jalen was active on defense. And it kind of showed Atlanta up there. Kind of followed his effort on defense in the third quarter, close out the game. Corsberg was like he's filling in for Ricochet. Positives, man, Ricochet. So we might have Ricochet back sooner than we thought. Still, we for steps. He will get reevaluated next week, Monday. So probably, but he is back to basketball activities. So, something unfortunate happening in his rehab process. He should be back probably next week before, a couple of days before All-Star break, because All-Star break is that Valentine's weekend. We'll see what's happening in Atlanta. Great, man, as they move a little bit closer to 500 to 325 season so far. 40 games played. Majority of them. So Atlanta has turned this record around. They are 9-13 now after this game at the crib. So they beat no competitors, and they have a tough matchup as they travel to Boston and on the Celtics. So Atlanta gets a quick rematch there. So we'll see how that goes. But we will be back live in the open gym for that. I think it's going to be at 7:30. I believe maybe 7 o'clock. But we'll see. But I'll keep y'all posted and let y'all know. But I appreciate every single one of y'all that pulled up to the open gym. Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. I greatly appreciate you. I apologize for my Wi-Fi. It is just terrible. So appreciate everybody sticking it out and sticking around. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully y'all keep pulling up. I love to have chat active and not this active, and I greatly appreciate y'all for turning it up even though y'all was betting against Atlanta. So it is what it is. But again, probably be live on Twitch and YouTube for gaming streams later. But I greatly appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great rest of y'all Monday. Enjoy the rest of the NBA games that are being played tonight. Y'all be safe, stay warm, all that good stuff. Stay off the road if it's crazy where you are. If not, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see y'all Wednesday in the meantime between times. So y'all have a good one, and I'll catch y'all later.